How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at my movie haul for March of 2023. I said this about February. February blew by really quick, and I said, oh hey, that's just because it's the 28-day month, it's a little shorter, right? Well, boy, it seems like March blew by even quicker, and it feels kind of weird I'm doing this again already. But that being said, a little bit of a shorter movie haul this month. I only grabbed up 7 things, 1 Blu-ray and 6 DVDs, one of which is a season of a TV show. That's a little bit less than I normally do. Granted, maybe I do need to cut back a little bit, so it's not the worst thing ever. And I was like, oh man, only 7, that's really low for me. But then I'm like, you know what? The video can be shorter. There's no real has to be this long or this short qualification. So, you know what? A shorter haul this month, it just happens. There'll be longer hauls later on. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at what I got. There's some fun stuff in there, some stuff that I was really glad to pick up. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the movies and switch to the close-up camera. Alright, here we are inside the castle, taking a closer look at the 7 things I got for the March 2023 movie haul. And let's start off with the One BluRay. This is one that I had seen around a little bit back when it first came out, never got around to picking it up, and I was actually pretty lucky when I saw a few copies of this in my local Walmart's $5 bin. But even a little luckier, when I went to the register, it actually rang up for like $3.74 or something. It's been a long time since there was the $3.75 bin. It's been like, it was $3.75 and like $5 or something, but then it got to be $5 and $7.50. So cool that I got it for the old price. This movie has Lin Shaye from the Insidious movies and Tobin Bell, who you guys know as Jigsaw from the Saw franchise. So I thought that was pretty cool, and we get to see the group of them above this guy making a phone call, and we flip it to the back, and we get a good picture of Lin Shaye there, and it talks about how there's a group of kids, they wander into an older couple's house, which I'm guessing is Lin Shaye and Tobin Bell, and it becomes a nightmare. Apparently they're evil or something, and there's something to do with them getting like one phone call, or I don't know what's going on here. The description's a little vague, but you know what? I'll take a look at it. Glad to get a movie I'd been kind of wanting for pretty cheap. Disc is the same as the slipcase, and it's got one of these little, I don't like trying to keep the, But anyway, there's the disc, a relatively standard disc, but overall, glad to pick up a Blu-ray for really cheap, curious to see if the movie's any good or not. I know this was kind of big a little bit ago, so if you guys had seen this movie before, go ahead and let me know how good it is. After that, we're moving into 3 more Shudder movies. Yeah, I pick up the Shudder DVDs whenever I see them, and you usually get 2 to 4 of them a month. So the first one is one that I actually got a chance to see in the theaters, and if you search through my channel, you should be able to find a review for it, and glad to pick it up on DVD. This is Christmas Bloody Christmas, and yeah, kind of coming out at the wrong time of the year. That's the thing when you get Christmas theatricals, the DVDs come out when summer's almost here. But anyway, I thought this movie was pretty good, really extreme, over the top, and if you guys like insane, violent carnage, this is pretty cool. Basically, you get a robot mall Santa that was built by the government, and it resorts to its old functions and goes on a random killing spree, and it is big, crazy, over the top, won't die, violent insanity with just crazy lasers shooting out of its eye. It's pretty cool. But anyway, flip it to the back, you get to see our hero there. List of the special features. This is also kind of shiny. Slide it out. Case is the same as the front. And same as the disc. I really do like this poster though. The green eyes, the out of focus Christmas lights behind him. It's a really cool image. So yeah, glad to pick that one up, and I do already have a review for it from my Christmas marathon last year. Anyway, after that, another Shudder movie with the Shudder original banner across the top. And this one is called Glorious. And it actually has J.K. Simmons in it. You guys know him as J. Jonah Jameson. Give me pictures of Spider-Man. And this guy, he goes to a bathroom, a public rest stop when he's on a long road trip. And inside one of the stalls is a Lovecraftian-style elder being that is voiced by J.K. Simmons there, and he can only talk to it through a glory hole in the wall, hence the title Glorious, which is actually embossed, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, he, from what I gather, you know, why he's leaving his old place is kind of this big drama story, and then the Lovecraftian being is kind of like a, you know, a bit of comedy, a bit of a monkey wrench thrown into the works. I am curious how well this one will come out, but yeah, kind of a weird concept there. And then we get him on the back in the stall next to the thing. But yeah, hey, it's Shudder, it's J.K. Simmons. That's pretty cool. Crack it open. Oh, come on. Wanted to stick on me. And the disc is, of course, the same artwork as well, with the word repositioned on the bottom. Anyway, moving along, a Shudder one that I almost missed. Now, you see how this has Shudder across the top? This one doesn't, but it says Shudder right there. Yeah, sometimes they don't really play it up too much. But anyway, this one is called Nocebo. Not 100% sure how to pronounce it, but it's actually an Eva Green movie. She's been in a ton of things, but you flip it to the back, and it talks about how there's a woman who's suffering from mental illness. The doctors don't know what's wrong with her, but she discovers traditional Filipino medicine, and her caregiver apparently uncovers some sort of dark secret. And this is the same guy that did Vivarium, which is an interesting little artsy movie to say the least. Slide this off, and we actually get something pretty interesting. This movie has reversible cover art. Whenever I do reversible covers and there's a slip jacket, I always flip the inside to the opposite side so I get to see both the images. But yeah, this with the green, and I also like they changed the spines up too. So green and red, and then two different images across the top there. That's pretty cool. But of course, the disc will match the A cover, and we can see the reversible cover through this clear case. Whenever it's a clear case, that's usually a sign that it's a candidate for reversible cover art. Anyway, moving on, these were our 3 Shudder movies, and now we have an Asylum movie. This one's called Shark Waters, a fishing trip turned upside down, and we get her in the little boat and a shark below her. The Asylum, as far as shark movie goes, you guys probably know it for Sharknado, but they also did the multi-headed Shark Attack series, the Mega Shark Versus series, and several other ones, and the standalones have a varying degree of success. To be honest, I don't know if this is going to be a great one. You flip it to the back and it just talks about, yeah, there are these people that are fishing and a shark tore a hole in their boat, and they're miles from shore. Pretty simple concept, but hey, maybe it'll be surprising. I don't know. We also get, I think this is kind of funny, a high-tension thriller with lots of bite. No source for that quote, which means that's not a reviewer that says it, they said it, which I think is kind of funny. Anyway, again, with the slipcase, when you remove it, same cover and same disc, obviously with the elements rearranged. There's the Asylum logo and contains scenes of action, violence, and some language. I do love the Asylum does their, they don't pay to have it rated, but they'll put their own little rating system on the back. I don't know, it's just one of the things the Asylum does. Anyway, the next one I have is a clearance movie. It's something I'd seen before. Picked it up for only $2 because, why not? It's pretty good. And that is Arnold Schwarzenegger in The Sixth Day. And this is a movie about cloning, and we can obviously see that Arnold was coming off of the high of Total Recall. Man, Total Recall was a good movie. But we see the cover is a little reminiscent of Total Recall. And we also see, like, that disc and the booklet inside. Boy, that looks almost exactly like Total Recall, but it says The Sixth Day instead. But this one, a guy uncovers this conspiracy with a company doing illegal cloning, and they clone him, so there's actually a second Arnold running around, and there's all these bad guys, and the bad guys, he'll kill them, in fight sequences and stuff, but because it's an illegal cloning company, they just, save the memories and put them in a new clone body. So there's like, a bunch of kills, but only a few henchmen. And it's like these same henchmen just keep coming back again and again as clones. So overall, I wouldn't say it's the best Arnold movie or anything. Obviously, Total Recall is way better, but I thought it was a pretty fun movie. Saw it once a little bit ago, and definitely worth adding to the collection. I'm not the biggest action guy. Obviously, horror's my favorite, and I also like a lot of sci-fi. Not the hugest on action, but I will admit Arnie is a classic action star for a reason, and out of all the big action stars, probably my favorite. Anyway, last item here, something that I've been collecting, and you've seen it pop up once before, and that's the X-Files. I'm probably going to do a full series binge sometime, but I need to collect all the DVDs, and I really need to focus and get them all, but this is the event series. Basically, you had X-Files, and when that ended, you got a few movies, but then they came back later on for 2 more seasons, and it says the event series rather than the season number, because I think they thought it was just going to be a standalone thing, and then they did 1 more season, so there's a season after the event series, I believe, and then it just kind of ended. I don't really know what happened. I didn't catch as many of the second event series, but X-Files, pretty fun show. I think this one had the Mandela Effect episode, which is, that one was a classic. That one was really, really fun. So glad to pick this up. I don't see the later 2 seasons in used movie stores as often as I see the other ones, so I had to snatch this up when I got the chance, and I'm working my way to collecting them all, and then hopefully I'll do a big giant X-Files binge or something, I don't know. But anyway, flip it to the back, there's the cover art, or the art with them and all the flashlights, the special features down there. The truth is still out there, and then we get, opening it up, the disc, and they actually do an ad for their extended media, so the comics and the novels there, and then we get the cool imagery. And even though this doesn't have the boxes like the old one, this does really remind me of the old disc art. So 1 through 3 with some special features, and then we get 4 through 6, and then this is all just special features. So I think there's only like 6 episodes in this limited series thing. But anyway, glad to be slowly building my way through that X-Files collection. Again, trying to find them when they're on good deals. So overall, not the biggest haul, but a lot of things that I do like in here. I got a Blu-ray for really cheap. I got 3 Shudder movies, an Asylum movie. These all have slipcases, these first 5. Sixth Day was good to get for $2, and hey, the 1 more season closer to having all the X-Files stuff. Anyway, to everyone who's watched so far, thank you for watching. To everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you. You really are helping the channel out. I'll leave a relevant playlist on the bottom. this should be my monthly movie hauls playlist. I started this a few months ago, so it's really been helping me catalog what's been coming into the library. And if you want to see what I've been picking up over the course of these past few months, there's a whole bunch of movies that you can see me talk about there. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Relevant playlist on the bottom. Have a good day now.